Notice where Aspire's catching the basketball, 5 feet behind the three-point line.
Brown pushed one into Morris. Morris walked.
Man.
The presence of Diarra, credit Diarra for not jumping.
Yep.
Because so many bigs will jump there.
That's right.
That's pretty frustrating. But Diarra stayed on his feet.
Good discipline. And that, what I mean about the catching the ball behind 5 feet behind the line, I mean, that's great ball pressure by 22 feet, and they're forcing the offense away from the basket. Ooh.
Sackey just hung in the air, read a book while he's up there, and then took a bump from Andela. What do you think, Cullen? You think Sackey can grab the rim?
Oh, I think he can dunk.
I saw him in warm-ups. He might be able to.
I saw him in warm-ups. He didn't dunk it, but he was right there at the rim and kind of laid it over.
That is...
He's so explosive.
He's listed at 5'10". That's generous. I'm going to go 5'9" for him. Just so I can say he's my height. He's 5'9", and he knocks in the free throw. If he's player of the game honors, we'll get an interview with him, and I'm gonna measure him up. I'm gonna see if 5'10's right. You never know with rosters.
I've stood next to him. He's not taller than me.
All right, so he's right there at it then. Sackey, he's got 4. 4 the 8 for 22 feet. They lead 8-4. Joe Brown, coast to coast, off glass. Andela cleans it up.
Now that's the kind of, although Brown missed the shot, that's what they need to see out of him.
Brown goes around the back. The scoop shot's no good, and he's on the floor, slow to get up, but I think he's fine. Diarra over to Cunningham, skip past Thomas, catch and shoot. A bit short. Look at Nevin Zink battle for the board. Sackey elevates off glass and good.
And Sackey does a great job there. All he was doing was waiting for somebody to meet him in the air, and then he was skilled enough to, although the defense didn't meet him in the air, he still knows how to finish it.
Wardlow crosses over, gets in the lane. Good pass to Andela, but it's broken up. Actually, they're saying it wasn't deflected. And Wardlow can't believe it. He's like, well, I didn't just throw it out of bounds. Yeah, I think that had to have been deflected.
I think he's saying it was a double tip.
Oh, Andela got a piece of it. I get it. Thomas on the take, jump stop, floater. It's short. Zink's right there for it, though.
Zink's eating him up on the offensive glass. They've got to put a body on him. But he's also doing a great job of reading it. Although that was an air ball, it's a good read. Sometimes those are the most difficult deep rebounds to grab.
Nevin Zink from Newtown, Connecticut. Entry to Andela, guarded by Zink. Andela makes his move. Good up and under, couldn't finish it. Got his own rebound. Skyhook, no good. Andela again's going to get an opportunity. Off glass, no good. 0 for 3 there, but 3 offensive rebounds for Andela. Sackey crossing over. Bullet pass intercepted by Quest. Quest, full head of steam. Stop and pop from 15. Good.
Very nice. That is his game. Dane Quest, that is your game, son. Get in that area, and that is where you're most effective.
We've seen him at times settle for the outside shot, maybe a little too much, penetrate a little too much. If he can find that happy medium in there, that's where he'll live. Girton, baseline, turned it over. Andela scoops it to Wardlow. Here's the point guard, Milton Wardlow. Got it over to Geets. Geets is a shooter.
I like Aspire's lineup when Geets is in the game. I've said that before in previous broadcasts. I really like what he brings to the table. He really is a good shooter.
He's going to turn one over here as he got hung in the air. Diarra in transition. That's a good foul. And Morris checks on Diarra as if to say, that's not me trying to be malicious. I just wanted to make sure you didn't get a dunk on me. But those plays, and here's why this style of gym is becoming obsolete, is because you've got fans and basically concrete steps right there on the finish for Diarra. And when you're that big, moving that fast,
well, and last night,
that can be a scary play.
Last night watching the game, the fans are basically just on top of the court, man. I don't mean on top, but as a player, you feel like they're on top of you because not only are they sitting on that first row, as we're looking here, we can see the first row, but they're standing on the floor as well. So now they're within a foot of the sideline. So I mean, if you're taking the ball out of bounds, I mean, you may have to clear out some fans just to stand back far enough.
We will be right back after this. It's a 30-second timeout for Richard Gatewood and 22 feet. It's the Grind Sessions Heartland Hooperama on Tanager Sports. Wardlow into the front court, runs through everybody, including Zink, and that's a charge. Wardlow, I mean, full head of steam, and credit Zink there. I mean, Wardlow packs a punch. I mean, that kid is strong, and Zink just took it right in the chest.
And that's an easy one to call. I mean, that's an easy one to take if you're Zink. I mean, you're watching him come down the entire length of the floor.
Pass deflected.
There you go.
Morris up ahead to Geets. Geets, that's going to be goaltending as Taj Fraley knocked that off the glass. That had no shot of going in because Geets was kind of forced into that tough shot, and Fraley slapped that one.
I have no idea what just happened right there.
It was like Geets was just trying to get that off the glass for some reason, but he didn't have a trailer.
It was like he stepped in a hole or something. I don't know.
Flat
I don't
tire.
know what happened, and
But Geets gets credit for the bucket. Fraley to inbound as Hillcrest Prep has made their way into the gym. Fresh off of a visit to Brothers Barbecue, I believe, was on their slate for tonight. People of Campbellsville have been very good to the grind session this weekend, preparing meals and taking care of the teams. It's a good place to be. A lot of really nice people in Campbellsville. Fraley walked with it. And we'll have a substitution here, Saki coming in. Geets to Wardlow. Morris stop and pop. Almost got the roll, and Lumen Toontz, who is back with 22 feet after a stint on the DL, if you will, with an ankle injury. The 7'2" big man from Turkey, and 22 feet turns it over. Njai almost had the follow. Morris missed a bunny. Morris can't find a bucket here early in the early going. He's got two, but he's missed several good opportunities. Thomas steps into one. He's too strong. Zink goes at Njai, turnaround hook. Good job by Njai, keeping your hands up. Thomas saves it into Quest, and now Morris will push it.
I was very impressed by Njai to not foul. Keep your hands up. Good job by the big man to stay disciplined.
With a 7'4" wingspan, keeping your hands up does a lot. Wardlow skips to Geets. Geets left alone for three. It's short. Got his own rebound. Went high off glass, no good. Morris again on the inside. Now Wardlow from 16, no good. Njai chases down the board.
For a second, I thought Dane Quest was invisible. He was wide open for a good 6 seconds.
Geets to Wardlow, over to Quest. Quest, jab step. Now kicks it out to Wardlow. 13 on the shot clock. Morris, jumper, good. He just got to keep shooting.
Yeah, good job by Morris to find the open spot of the zone at the elbow.
14-12, 22 feet on top of Aspire Academy. Saki, great dish to Zink. Boy, he can knife up a defense when he gets moving like that.
He's just so strong and so quick. I mean, he can get to where he wants to go because he can bust through, defenders or just get into seams of a zone.
He's great at splitting double teams, too. He's got that ability to throw the ball ahead and go get it. Geets to Njai. Njai out of his comfort zone. Got it to Quest. Quest on the attack. Quest really playing well right now.
And every time you see Dane Quest attack like that and get in to the seams of the defense, that's when he succeeds. And that's where you want to see him get to. If guys could only just understand that, like, here is where I have success, and just to continue to look for that and do that, and that, you know, that would make them so much more efficient.
And I'm going to predict that Quest Andela in the corner, guarded by Diarra. It's Cameroon guarded by Molly. Morris, floater in the lane, wide left, and here comes 22 feet.
And Morris has to be ready to catch and shoot. He's got to be ready to shoot the basketball or make a move. That's a triple threat position that he needs to catch in.
Thomas off the glass, back-to-back field goals for Noah Thomas, and we're all square at 28. Here's Brown in the lane, dribbled into some traffic. They floated out to Diarra, who can't make the catch. Morris knocked it out of bounds. Second timeout here. We'll take a quick break too. Logan Stout and Cullen Crider continuing to bring you the Heartland Hooperama from Campbellsville, Kentucky, seen only on Tanager Sports. Stout and Cullen Crider back here at Heartland Hooperama. Cullen on deck, the Conrad Academy and Hillcrest Prep. One of the 20 best juniors in the country, Lugens Dort, against the #1 senior in the country, DeAndre Ayton. What a matchup that is, Hillcrest and Conrad.
Yeah, and also a homecoming for Sloan.
David Sloan.
And, you know, any time you get to watch DeAndre Ayton play, like you said, the #1 player in the country, it's just, you know, it's a pleasure to watch. And it should end up being a great game.
Hillcrest is got a bitter taste in their mouth after the loss from yesterday. They got beat by the Rock School. What a weekend for the Rock School. Beating Hillcrest and beating Prolific, two of the better teams on the grind session. They met the new team, the Rock. And now Geets comes the other way. Geets snuck up on from behind and fouled by Thomas.
No, I think it's just going to be out of bounds. I think Thomas was out of bounds when he touched the ball.
Yeah, that's a good call. Thomas picked it clean. Brown got it into Wardlow. Approaching the 13-minute mark. We're all square at 28. Geets goes baseline. Got it to Brown. Now Wardlow on the attack. Turned the corner. Flipped it up off the glass. No good. One of those good misses, Cullen.
Yeah, and that's basically like an assist because Milton just made sure he got the ball up on the glass and didn't get blocked. He saw Diarra coming and knew he just had to get the ball up there before he was there to get the block.
Diarra left alone. Deep three.
Beautiful. Beautiful stroke from the big guy.
First couple times I saw him play this year, I thought, you know, boy, that was out of his range. And that, boy, he might have got lucky there knocking in a deep one, but that's not out of his range. He's very confident with that stroke. And it has gotten better as the year has gone on. He makes just enough of those for the defense to have to honor it.
That's right.
And he's got some blow-by capabilities, too, so he's a problem. 2-3 zone for 22 feet. They've been in this quite a while. Wardlow, jumper, no good. Morris flies in and tips it in.
Great job by Morris, and again, he continues to impress. He really attacks the offensive glass, and again, he's undersized but has no fear. He sticks his nose in there and really goes for those offensive rebounds.
And how big is Morris in this one without Mokhtar Gay in the lineup for Aspire? I mean, Morris has played very well, and he'll buy himself more minutes rebounding like that. Sackey, good look. Girton will kiss it off the glass. Offense starting to flow a little bit for both teams.
And that was just a defensive mishap there by Aspire.
Wardlow to Geets in the corner. 4-3 was contested. The long rebound. Zink had it, and he threw it to Mr. Franklin, who's the assistant principal there. Good catch by him. Assistant principal here at Taylor County, I should say. On the shot clock. Brown off the pick, kicks it out. Wardlow for 3. It's no good, and Brown ends up with the rebound off the deflection.
But that, again, was perfect penetration by Brown and good timing of his pass. I've been on him a little bit about over-penetrating, so I got to praise him when he does it right. And he created a great look for Wardlow.
Forces one into Morris, who just kind of scoops it out of bounds. And Boogie Girton saying, I didn't touch it, but the official disagrees, so it's really the only opinion that matters. It's the guy with the whistle, and it'll be Brown to inbound with 14 on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 8. Wardlow off the pick, kicks it out. Brown for 3 this time. Got it.
Nice.
So it worked the other way. Brown to Wardlow, no, but Wardlow to Brown, yes.
Very good penetration.
It's Brown's first points, and Girton went the other way. He's got another bucket. Boogie Girton with 6, all 6 in the second half. Lob, good catch by Dane Quest, and he put it off the glass.
That was a great catch. It looked like it was going to be overthrown, and Quest climbed the ladder to grab that ball.
Thomas kicks it to Diarra. Diarra with a pass fake. Thomas to Sackey. Sackey, jump stop. Had it knocked away. Batted around. Thomas in the corner. Buried the 3. Noah Thomas needs next to no space to get off his shot. We've talked about how fast his release is, how quick that is for him to catch and get one in the air, and he buried it.
Yeah, he's got a quick little, it's like a push shot almost. He just, I don't really know how to explain it other than he just pushes it very quickly. And he can, like you said before, he can fill it up. The kid is quick. He can shoot it. Great player.
We'll be right back after this. It's the Grind Sessions Heartland Hooperama on Tanager Sports. Crowd having some fun here during the break, as I believe that's called the Juju Dance. Cullen, you'll know more than I will. And
I love it.
And 2 little girls just killed it. I mean,
Yeah.
just killed it.
They
were in it, and the PA announcer gave them some love, and that was fun. We'll get back to basketball. It's a nice little break. We needed that. Joe Brown on the attack. Now he retreats a little, and he almost turned it over. Thomas got his hand on it. Diarra almost got the steal. Instead, Quest ended up with it. Brown at the top will penetrate, drop
Beautiful.
it to Ondella.
Beautiful. And, now when I see Brown make the right play, I love it because now he's making those point guard plays that Coach Jeremy Kipnis loves to see.
He's clearly got earbuds in listening to our broadcast. I mean, that's really, there's really no other explanation for it.
And, maybe his coach is maybe saying the same things that I am. And, that's why I can't help but say things sometimes because I kind of have a coach's mentality.
Thomas for three. Missed it. He got a good look. And Zink and Morris are two guys cut from the same cloth because they both put their nose in some tough spots down there grabbing rebounds.
Yeah, you talk about a guy that will put his nose in there and go for offensive rebounds. Zink is all over it. And, he understands that that's his role. He knows that's what his team needs him to do. He's not going to catch the ball in the post very much.
Sackey goes baseline. Kicks it out. Thomas can't handle it. It's Wardlow with the thievery. Wardlow off glass and one. Takes a tumble. What a play by Milton Wardlow.
And that is the Milton Wardlow that we are used to seeing. Getting getting in passing lanes, getting out on the break himself, using his speed to get to the rim. When we saw him play early in the year, my goodness, the kid was putting up over 20 a game. He kind of slowed down as the year went on. Like I said, with the nagging injury. But now we are seeing him, and he is turning those afterburners on.
And this is back-to-back weekends for him. He had 30 last weekend against Hillcrest Prep in Napa Valley. Penetrating kick. Sackey flies to the rim trying to answer. He'll be at the line for two here. And nobody here would be upset if Wardlow and Sackey started going back and forth at each other. That's two quicker guards in the country, and they will trade rim attacks here.
Well, and you always love to see a little guy, so to speak. You love to see them start taking over a game, and these two are very capable of doing that.
Sackey pump faked a free throw and got a couple guys in the lane there. I don't know if that would have been called if he'd have missed that or not, but
it would have been a lane violation on Andela. He was boxing out about 5 seconds before the shot was taken.
So Sackey now has 8. Here's Wardlow in the lane, kicks it out. Tough pass. Quest airballed the shot. There's Morris, put back attempt, no good. Andela flew in there, couldn't get it to go. Loose ball on the floor. Brown ends up with it. His pass out of there. Wardlow has it. Crossover, and he drops it to Andela. Got it to Morris, who laid it in.
Wow, what a sequence. It just felt like a turnover was coming.
You're
no
right.
doubt about it.
Absolutely.
But good job of Aspire to finally get to the rim.
Zink dribbled that off the leg of Andela.